all mess up. We all screw up. Some of us are better at owning that than others. I'm not looking at anyone for this one.
All right. July 24th. Okay? July 24th. Leanna, I know I'm the last person you want to hear from, but I hope you read this. I want to tell you that I'm truly sorry, and I mean that with sincerest New York voice. There are no excuses for what I did, and nothing I say can or will ever change that.
And now the first step in making a proper apology is to acknowledge, own, and take responsibility for what you did. And this might seem kind of silly because obviously the other person knows what you did because they're the one that you did it to, but you would be surprised at how much it means to have someone just take that responsibility and fully acknowledge what it was that they did that caused the harm. So an example of this one is in those times where I am not managing my emotions well and I end up yelling at my kids, I own it and acknowledge it and say, I yelled at you. I was not managing my emotions well, and I yelled at you, and you did not deserve that. That was not okay. No matter what it is that's going on, it's my job to manage my emotions in these situations and not take that out on you.
Change that. I was so incredibly hurt when our friendship ended, and I wasn't even sure what the fuck I did. And then when you started attacking me and outing private stuff, it was like a damn knife in the chest. And then it just didn't stop. And then again, it still goes on today. Every day, even if you didn't realize it, you attacked me daily. And no, I'm not making excuses. I'm just explaining to you what led up to my decision that day.
And so then the next thing that can really get in the way, that can thwart the whole thing, is if we start to make excuses. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't take two to tango and that sometimes there are issues, there's conflict that arise because two people are involved and things are said on both parts, or things of harm are done on both parts. But this is not the time when you're giving an apology and owning your part of it and taking responsibility for your part of it to say, well, I wouldn't have done this if you hadn't done this. Again, that's not an apology, that's passing the buck. That's not taking responsibility. That's saying it's actually your fault that I acted this way. And so again, not an effective apology. Of course, if there is a conflict between two people, if both people have harmed the other person, then this is a conversation that's like, okay, I apologize for my part in this. And now I want us to sit down and talk about how we can do better because we were both coming at each other in this circumstance, in this situation, in this conflict. But as soon as we say, well, I wouldn't have done this if you hadn't have done this, then we've just blown up the entire apology and it actually means nothing because we're not really apologizing. We're just trying to say like, it's kind of your fault. So I don't really feel bad.
It was like something in me wanted you to hurt the way you were hurting me daily, and I just wanted it to stop. That truly was the worst thing I ever did to another person on this platform or off. I cannot take back what I did, nor can I change the past. We don't ever have to speak again, or maybe we will, who knows. What I would like is to lay down our swords and just have a clean slate. Someone told me you were not going to talk about me anymore, and if that is true, then hell, I'm thankful this came to light. It has been weighing on me for 3 years, and every time it came up, I hated having to lie or deny it. So honestly, a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I'm thankful for that. So now that it's over and it's all out there, can we just part ways as we should have done 4 years ago? I wish you nothing but the best in your business and life, and I hope to see Jesse one day playing for the Rangers. Again, I'm sincerely sorry. Please just let me know if you receive this. Even if you write back, fuck off, at least I know you got it. LOL.
So acknowledge what you did. Just take full ownership for it. Have empathy for the other person about how it might have made them feel. And then commit to what you're going to do better, what you're going to work on doing better, and then actually do it. Because again, saying you're going to do it and then making no effort to do it, that's not helpful either. So just being mindful of that stuff. Taking a second, taking a step back, asking yourself when you're giving an apology, is this for the reconciliation and connection of the relationship? And if that's what it is for, then how am I going to approach this? Acknowledge what you did, have empathy for how it might have made the other person feel, and commit and say what you're going to do better.